Matheus Cunha to Manchester United is a done deal, while Real Madrid have formally announced Xabi Alonso as their new manager. Liverpool continue to push for Milos Kakis. Welcome back to the Football Tribe YouTube channel. Robert Kesakos is your usual suspect. It's been a minute since we last did one of these recorded shows, but for those of you that are usual suspects here, do know that we are always live on the channel. That's between Monday to Friday, between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. every single day, while we do come between 11 a.m. and midday every weekend on Saturday. So thank you for all our new subscribers and the usual suspects that have been following us. So let's dive straight into the transfers and much more around the sports news. Manchester United have reached an agreement with Wolverhampton Wanderers for the signing of Matheus Cunha. There, a deal believed to be worth about 17 million euros, which is an estimate of about 62.5 million pounds there for the 25-year Brazilian international, who has been a priority target for Manchester United. The 25-year-old former Atletico Madrid player has scored 15 goals and provided 6 assists in the Premier League this season in 32 appearances. So United are getting quite the talisman in as far as the attacking midfield is concerned. Meanwhile, Real Madrid have formally announced Xabi Alonso as their new manager after saying their goodbyes to Carlo Ancelotti yesterday at the Santiago Bernabeu. Xabi Alonso has put pen to paper on a 3-year contract after joining the Los Blancos from Bayer Leverkusen, where he spent nearly 3 years and won the German Bundesliga last season as well as the DFB Pokal with the Bayer Leverkusen side. He does replace the most successful manager at Real Madrid in Carlo Ancelotti on a 3-year contract, and yesterday they did bid farewell to Carlo Ancelotti as well as Luka Modric and Lucas Vazquez, all who played their last games at the Santiago Bernabeu. Carlo Ancelotti will start work on Monday as the new Brazil head coach, while Luka Modric and Lucas Vazquez will be part of Real Madrid's squad that will represent the club at the FIFA Club World Cup Championship that is going to be played in the USA during the summer, starting in mid-June until mid-July. So after that tournament, the duo will part ways formally with Real Madrid. Away to Liverpool. Liverpool are continuing with talks with AFC Bournemouth over the signing of Milos Kakis. It is reported that the 21-year Hungarian left-back is valued at about 40 to 45 million pounds. Remember, the Reds have already completed the signing of Jeremy Frimpong, a right-back from Bayer Leverkusen, with just an announcement waiting after he put pen to paper on a 5-year contract when he completed his medicals in the UK. Liverpool also continue with talks with Bayer Leverkusen over the signing of Florian Wirtz, the 22-year-old German international, said no to number 1 suitors Bayern Munich after Manchester City had equally pulled out of the race to sign him from Bayer Leverkusen. He has since given the nod to Liverpool, and they have an agreement in principle on personal terms to a deal worth about 10 million euros per year in wages. And it is now up to Liverpool to agree with Bayer Leverkusen over a transfer fee that could be estimated anywhere between 130 to 150 million euros. Should it be 150 million euros, it will be a British transfer record fee, which will be approximately about 126 million pounds. Therefore, the 22-year-old German international, who has scored 10 goals and provided 12 assists in 31 Bundesliga games this season, while last season he managed a similar tally of 22 goal involvement with 11 goals and 11 assists as he helped Bayer Leverkusen win the German Bundesliga, going the season unbeaten as well as winning the DFB Pokal, but also reached the finals of the Europa League and lost to Atlanta by 3-0. So that's the transfer news at Liverpool. Back to Manchester United. Ruben Amorim has given guarantees to his players that he will be in charge next season, but has told 20-year-old Alejandro Garnacho that he needs to find a new club. We all know that in January, Napoli and Chelsea were interested in signing Alejandro Garnacho, but were off-put by the 70 million euro asking price of the Red Devils. Napoli made a bid of about 50 million euros that was declined for the 20-year-old because they wanted him as a replacement for Kvaratskhelia that had left Napoli to join Paris Saint-Germain. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has also told Luke Shaw that he won't be part of his plans next season, but has reaffirmed that Manchester United need to do more to show Bruno Fernandes that they are headed in the right direction amid the strong interest from Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League, the club that is willing to pay Manchester United a fee north of £100 million for the 30-year-old Portuguese international who was voted the best player for Manchester United this season, having scored 19 goals and provided 17 assists throughout the campaign. Al Hilal are willing to pay Bruno Fernandes up to £65 million per annum if he agrees to join them on a 3-year contract, with his weekly wages estimated to be around £700,000. They do want to sign him to be part of their squad for the FIFA Club World Cup, as well as Victor Osimhen, who is their #1 target for a striker to be signed as they prepare for the FIFA Club World Cup. They are also interested in Andoni Iraola, that's the Bournemouth manager, to fill their vacant managerial position, but their priority will be Simone Inzaghi, who is at Inter. But with Inter destined to play the UEFA Champions League final next week on Saturday, that's the 31st of May, as well as also feature in the FIFA Club World Cup, they do understand that could pose a challenge in trying to allure the Italian gaffer away from the Serie A outfits. In the other news, Real Madrid have reached an agreement on personal terms for Alvaro Carreras to join them from Benfica on a 5-year contract with an option to extend for a further year. The Spanish left-back had also attracted interest from some English Premier League clubs that he said no to, giving priority to the Los Blancos. Remember, Real Madrid are in the search for a left-back following an injury to Ferland Mendy, while Fran Garcia seems to have not yet clicked in place really well. And it is now left between Real Madrid and Benfica to agree on a transfer fee, which is estimated in the region of 40 to 50 million euros. Meanwhile, Bayer Leverkusen are set to announce former Manchester United manager Erik as their new manager on a 2-year contract after they failed to secure the services of Solar Fabregas from Como, who chose to stay with the Italian Serie A side that finished 10th on the Italian Serie A in their first season after earning promotion to the top flight of Italian football. Then away in Ukraine, Shakhtar Donetsk are set to announce Ada Turan as their new manager on a 2-year contract. The former Barcelona and Atletico Madrid midfielder will be joining Shakhtar Donetsk as their new manager on a 2-year contract. Anyways, guys, that's the summary of it. Keep it locked here on the Football Tribe UG channel. Let's engage later on, I think at about 4 p.m. East African time in our live broadcast, or about 5 prior to the kickoff of all those Premier League games that will be seeing out the 2024-2025 Premier League season. Endeavor to subscribe to the channel, kindly like, comment, share, and help us continue to grow. Stay blessed and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.